95% of our lives are run and created by our subconscious mind programming. Imagine if your subconscious mind is running many negative, disempowering, and self-sabotaging programs. How will that 95% of your life turn out to be? Would you like help to change your subconscious programming into something that works for you and set it to attract and create everything you desire? Join Tamra Oviatt in her show Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer here on OMTimes, where she will connect to the source energy and change your subconscious programming by deleting your negative belief systems. Tamra is the founder of Sacred Activations, a subconscious metaprogramming modality that rewires your brain and shifts hundreds of your belief systems so you can break away from lack, pain, and suffering and take control of what you want to create in your life. Tamra has helped hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, and she is here to help you too. It's not about fighting what you don't want. It's about creating what you do want. And the only way to do that is to change and upgrade your subconscious programming. Let Tamra help you create magic in your world. Tune in every week at Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy New Year's. Oh my God, how are you guys doing? I'm so excited about 2023. I am so excited about 2023. And I gotta tell you, the last 2 weeks, I really missed you guys. I had guest co-hosts, which were absolutely amazing. They're Sacred Activations teachers. And they're absolutely amazing ladies. So I'm so thankful that they filled in. I wanted to take a bit of a vacation, and I'm here and I'm excited to be here. And I'm really excited to get started. Now, I know in the email I sent out, what did I say? I said, the prophets are lying to you, right? And it's like, holy cow, what are you saying? They don't mean to. Most of them think what they're telling you is right on. But see, there's all these different levels of consciousness, and there's all these different levels of programs. And we're all doing the best we know how. And we're all doing our best. But there's a lot of very well-known people out there that aren't speaking the highest truth, and they don't mean to. I really don't think they do. Some of them have been turned. It's a collective consciousness, and it's these and it's fourth dimensional, you know, and we're living in, most of us are living in the fifth dimension, but the fourth dimension can still affect us and these belief systems. And the stuff that is being fed into the collective consciousness, and we get stuck in it, and we start playing it, and it spins us. It sends us this way, it sends us that way. It tells all these things to be afraid of. And every level you go, there's a new level to this simulation of information. And it's easy to be, I can't say it's easy to be taken out, but there's been some amazing people that have just gone sideways. And they're not giving clear information. So I want you to listen to your heart. And if people are telling you to fear, tune into something else that makes you feel good. Because we are the creators of this world, and we're the creators of the future of this world, and we're the creators of the now. And it's a very incredible simulation and game we're playing. It's amazing. Has anybody ever played a video game? You know how you go to these different levels, and every level you go to, it gets harder and weirder and it changes, right? That's what we're doing right now. That's how we're living. We're living this simulation. We're in the simulation. We're in a matrix. We're in a video game. And there's a lot of us here to play this game. But there's also a lot of background actors. Sure, they're having their own experience, but they're not actually playing the game or have stake in the game. I don't want to call it stake because whatever happens, right? Because it's just a video game. And when you walk out of your body and go to the next, you're like, wow, that was cool. But it is truly just a game. And the more we realize it's just a game and we play it like a game, the better our life gets. It can, I mean, I am certainly not perfect. It pulls me in and sucks me in and spins me around and I go, oh my God, and it spits me out again. You know, I mean, do you guys understand what I'm saying? So it's a process. And when that happens to us, we got to realize, oh my God, look where I have been caught. Look what I'm doing. What am I doing? And when we realize that, we can change it, and it changes our total game. Because whatever we're thinking about, we're creating. And you have a lot of support with whatever area you want to be supported in. Whatever belief systems you want to have, all the belief systems are there to support it. Everything you want to experience is here. It's right here. Have you ever watched the holodeck on Star Trek where they go in and they program their vacation? That's kind of what we're doing, you guys. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We don't have to stay here. We don't have to reincarnate here. This is truly a playground for us as masters to learn from. And as masters here, because if you're on this call, you're listening to this, you're one of them. Because there's no reason to listen to this call unless you are. And the cool thing is the only thing you have to do is focus within. Because in here it creates everything out there. But everything out there is going to try to come here and have you spend your time playing that. Do you understand? So it's about what's in your heart. What are you getting caught up in? And when you get caught up, no. What's your path? What is it you want to focus on? We're the creators of our lives. We're the creators of this world. Write it down. Where do you want to focus? What do you want to focus on? Where are you spending all of your time? You know, my husband tells me that all the time. He's all, I want you to write down, I'm going to set your phone for every 10 minutes going to go off. And the alarm's going to go off. And then I want you to write down where your mind was. Or what you were doing. Were you checking your emails? Were you on social media? Were you doing your artwork? Were you working out? Where are you spending your time? You know, that's such an important lesson. And I always look at them and laugh. Yeah. You know what? I am going to do that because I do catch myself getting off track and being over here and playing in these belief systems for a while. And then I come back. It's a process. So do yourself a favor, set your clock, come back and listen. Where are you putting your focus? So as a title of this is, the prophets are lying to you. They're telling you the world's going to end, that you have to invest in this, or you have to put your money in that because everything's going to collapse. So we start listening to these people because they give us a lot of faith and understanding, and they're giving us all these truths, that we see as truths that are different from what we've been seeing. And then we start listening. And then it starts feeding you fear. Do not fear. There's no reason to fear. We got this. So if you're hearing fear from anyone, I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose. Because again, there's all those levels of consciousness and belief systems and things we're plugging into. Me too. Am I telling you the right thing? Who knows? I'm telling you what's true for me and what I'm plugging into. I believe it to be source, God, universal energy. And I also believe, and this is my consciousness of what I connect into, is that there's universal laws. We don't have to be locked into these laws on this planet. We're universal citizens. We're universal beings. And we have the power to do anything and to create anything. I've created my dreams. I'm not saying life's perfect, but it's lovely because that's the level I'm at. I'm looking forward to it, even advancing from this. Not in things, but in consciousness and understanding and love. In communication. So you are the prophet you were listening to, or you were the good. I remember looking in my mirror in my bathroom in 2015. I know because where I was living, and I've always talked to masters, angels, whatever you want to call them, would always talk to me. And I asked one day, I said, "Who is the master? Who's the master I'm speaking to?" Or who? No, I said, "Who am I speaking to?" And they said, "You are the master you speak to." And that took me a long time. And then I went from being connected into the fifth dimensional consciousness and talking to all these different beings and the Lord Metatron, the Buddha, I mean, you name it, I was talking to him. I was talking to councils. And then I wasn't talking to any of them. I'm going to hear you are the master you're speaking to. So what happened is I transformed from that fifth dimensional consciousness into the sixth dimensional consciousness. Because in the fourth dimensional consciousness is what's going on this planet, right? That's where the programmings come in. Your heaven and hell energy, your control programs, they all come into the collective consciousness on this level. On the fifth dimensional grid system is you manifest a lot more powerful. And that's the level of the masters. That's the level of the angels and the masters that come on this planet and play with us. This is where the aliens come through. The sixth dimension is where you're in oneness and you're talking to everything, but it's you. So that transformation takes a while. It's weird. It's a little lonely at first. But when you're coming into this energy and coming into more of who you are, the more of the creator that you are, you're able to create more than you ever have. And none of us are truly masters here. We all are. It's who decides to play in it and open it up and bring in the consciousness for others. Doesn't mean that we're any better than you are or that we know any better than you do. We're playing in our video game. I'm playing in my video game. Being of service in the best way I know how to humanity, to live my life of the life I told Source Energy I would do. And that was to heal and to help others heal as I heal too. Doesn't mean you have to wait for me or I have to wait for you. We're both helping each other expand. And yeah, I missed you guys because talking to you and connecting with you in this way, I also received this communion with you. And it's beautiful to connect with you. We are family from all over the world. And we're all in this together. It's not we're in this together for a fight or they're wrong and I'm right. Because who knows who's right and who's wrong, truly, until we create it, right? So in my world, we just keep expanding. And in my world, the stuff that is thrown at us in the fourth dimension, in those programs, we will continue to recognize as programs and send them love and move on. In my world, we all live happily ever after. We live heaven on earth. In my world, we cooperate all over the world. And the seas heal, and there's abundance of fish, and the waterways are clean and drinkable, and there's water for the whole world. In my world, there's no lack or limitation for anybody. I believe lack and limitations is just that, a program. And I believe when I help you shift those beliefs, you help thousands and thousands of other people shift those beliefs also. I believe that we are going into heaven on earth. I believe that the people that are waking up are shifting. It doesn't matter. We don't have to wake everybody up. It's not necessary. It's just about working on ourselves and making ourselves more clear and more aligned with who we are, not to go save the world, but just to love the world, to love your life, to love the people around you. It's all we got to do. That's all we have to do. And it's an inside job. I'm here, one of those people playing in the game to assist you. And I want to do that right now. I want to run some activations. Where are we in time? Okay. So I'm going to run a few activations and then we're going to go. No. God, that's early to do a commercial right now. But I'm going to do a commercial right now because once I start running activations, I don't want to stop. So we'll run the commercial here early. So you guys just hang with us, and when we come back, I'm going to run some activations. I'm not sure all what they're going to do yet, but I still also have a lot more to share with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're listening to this in a replay, make sure you sign up so you can be part of the Zoom audience, and you'll also get notified of the replays when they're available. Thank you.
OMTimes TV. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. OMTimes Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, OMTimes offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an OMTimes magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on OMTimes TV and broadcasting it across the extensive OMTimes radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. OMTimes. Open yourself to the possibilities. Do you want to go deeper into sacred activations, which is a subconscious metaprogramming process? Tamra Oviatt is inviting you to visit her website at tamraoviatt.com to sign up and get lifetime access to free 7 activations that you can listen to anytime you want or as often as you need. If you like what Tamra does and like to incorporate sacred activations into your life, she also offers live webinars, masterclasses, and practitioners training to further support your healing, manifestations, and expansion. There are hundreds of activations on her website that address different aspects of your life: money, health, relationships, intuitive abilities, and more. Head over to her website at tamraoviatt.com and experience the magic of sacred activations. Thank you for listening.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad you stayed with us. I want to do some activations with you. I want you to just go ahead and connect into your heart and think about whatever comes up for you. That's fine. You can't do this wrong. The first one I'm going to run is healthy boundaries. It's the first one that came up for me. You can find out more about these on my website. I'm not going to go into the description of each of them. I'm just going to connect in. I'm going to connect to source energy. And I'm going to run some of these activations, which are going to start shifting you now, and they'll continue to work with you days, even weeks. So here we go. Go inside, healthy boundaries. And while I'm running these, I'm connected to source energy. This is not a guided meditation. This is for you to think about whatever comes up, not to have to focus on what I'm saying. Not your doormat. Anger and resentment. Victimizer. Codependency. Not your guru. Unmasked. Not your guru. Victim, victimizer. Are you victimizing others or are you being victimized? Anger and resentment. Who do you have anger towards? Who do you resent? What do you resent? Unmasked. Who do you give your power to? Who has control over you? What has control over you? How is your life controlled? If this wasn't there, I could do this. What is it? Not your doormat. Who do you let walk all over you? Unmasked. Unmasked is about being seen for who you are and allowing others to see you, and also you seeing others for who they are and as they are. And to be able to recognize people at what level they're at. Get your keys back. Thank you, Sean. Get your keys back. Codependency. Wow. Bring your energy into Mother Earth. These activations will continue to run with you for days, weeks, even months after this, and they'll keep shifting you and raising your vibration. And you'll find yourself having healthier boundaries, not being codependent on people, not being victimized or victimizing other people. It's unmasked. It's about allowing yourself to be seen, because so many people hide themselves. And it's also about being able to see others. And also who you're listening to. Pay attention to where you put your time and your energy. Is it feeding your soul? Does it make you excited, or does it make you scared? If you're getting fearful or angry, change the channel. Go to something positive, something that makes you feel good. Because it's all about feeling good, and it's all about being joyful. It's so important to keep yourself on track, because in this matrix, you can really spin out, and you can get sideways, and you can get lost. Many different corridors, many different rooms that just continue to go and go and go. So if you're there, bring yourself back into your oneness. And stay centered as much as you can. And every time you find yourself off track, come back. Make a list. Do something for yourself. Go have tea. Go have a massage. Go have a glass of wine with your girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever that is for you. Go play a game. My husband and I played Yahtzee the other night. It's like, we got to start playing games and stuff. So I bought him a Yahtzee game for Christmas, and it was fun. I won, huh? Oh. We played 3 games and I won 2. I was very excited. Make yourself important. Don't get lost in everything. Don't get lost in what the prophets say about the future. Because we got this, you guys. Focus on peace, love, joy, and happiness. Focus on beauty. Focus on kindness. Be kind to everybody. It's happening now. It's creating now. We have the power to do it. Don't get sidetracked. You are so important in the role of the ones of us that are playing this game. I mean, what percentage really is it? I'm not sure. 10%. But don't worry about everyone else. We're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. It's just some of us are playing the game and some of us are supporting the players. Their support. We're here as masters, learning to create with energy, learning to create with our energy, learning to create the world we want to live in, and we can't mess up. So quit thinking you can do it wrong. Have fun, love yourself, honor yourself. Be kind to yourself. You got this. You are the master you're speaking to. Remember that. and always listening to your inner voice. I got reminded of this the other day. I just ordered these books again. Life and Teachings of the Masters from the Far East. Has anybody read those? I mean, I read them like, I don't know, 20 years ago or something. Aren't they beautiful? And I just kept feeling them. And God, which thing did I read that was so amazing? There were so many of them. I was told, read these books again and remember how magical you are. You know, these guys were having dinner with these women, and the bread just kept appearing as it was needed. People were walking, whole towns were walking across water together. The stories are so incredible, and it's all true. We just have to take that time and reconnect with ourselves and remember how magical we are. Because we are that magical. We really are. So spend your time reminding yourself. I'm going to read these. I have all these books I love to read. I'm going to read John Lilly too, The Center of the Cyclone. Looking into the inner space. I'm going to go through this again. This is another good book. John C. Lilly. John C. Lilly wrote about the metaprogramming in the human biocomputer, and he used to do it with LSD. Well, that's what Sacred Activations does, not with LSD, but with energy. But it does the metaprogramming in the human biocomputer. I was reading it and I went, oh my God, now I understand what I'm doing and how to explain it a little bit, because people would ask me, what are you doing? It's like, I don't know, but I see all these things change. I see these people change. I don't know how I'm doing it. I mean, you guys, when I started this, I had no idea what sacred geometry was. I saw I was repairing sacred geometry in people's energy field. I didn't know it was sacred geometry. When I saw sacred geometry, I went, oh my God, this is what I'm doing. And then John C. Lilly's book, Metaprogramming in the Human Biocomputer, it was like, oh my God, this is what I'm doing. So I bought all of his books because he's really amazing. But a lot of the stories is, yeah, anyways, he's amazing. He's done amazing research, and I'm glad I have a better explanation of what I'm doing. I'm thanking you guys so much for being here with me today and joining me. The holidays and being married during the holidays has been pretty cool. Oh, it was fun. We got a bush. There was no Christmas trees. We went to Cancun for the couple days, and by the time we came back, all the Christmas trees were gone. So we got a bush and we put it in a planter, and it looks like a Christmas tree, and we decorated it like a Christmas tree. It's kind of funny. So I told Mike, I said, well, it's just a bush. I said, and it's alive. Let's keep it in the house. So I took all the Christmas ornaments off, and we left the lights on and a couple metal ornaments that weren't like Santa Claus and stuff like that. And he's all, let's make it a season tree. And I said, okay, so let's make some hearts, cut out some hearts and hang some hearts on it for coming up Valentine's Day. So I'll have to show you guys a picture of this. So really going back around, everybody's doing the best they know how. You have to vibrate and understand who you're listening to and not get caught up in fears. And if it doesn't resonate, go to something that does resonate. I've heard some people that were my masters, where I put them and my teachers, and they're saying some things that I'm just not resonating with. But that's their information. It doesn't have to be yours, and it doesn't have to be the truth for this planet. I really and truly believe that we're going into world peace. And I truly believe that the game that is being thrown at us so hard, we're just going to keep seeing through it. And it's just, no matter what happens, it's not going to work, and it's just going to fall apart. Because it's truly just a holodeck. It's just a video game. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're here to play your game. There's nothing to fight about. Send love. Love yourself. Love your environment. Love the flowers and the birds, whatever that is to bring you joy. You don't have to play big. You don't have to play small either. You can truly do whatever you want. And there's nothing you have to do. There's nothing out there that you have to accomplish. It's whatever you want to do. You have freedom to do what you want to do. You know, I went through a period where it was my job to world peace. And I went into this energy of it, it was heavy and it was overwhelming. And when I was in Glastonbury, I heard world peace is just, I was with Debs that night. We were having some wine, listening to some music. And I heard world peace is also a label in the box. And I went, oh my God, you're right. So I was talking about world peace and all we got to love, but I was also in the energy of, oh my God, I got to save the world. So that night, I must have repeated it 10 times. Oh my God, world peace is just a box. And I let it go. And now the energy I'm in is different. I'm in, look what I get to do. Look how much fun this is. You know, and I get to help people line up for who they truly are. And to be in that love and that mastership of whatever they want to do, whatever level they want to go and what they want to do. And I get to support them in that. That's where I'm at now. Instead of, oh my God, I've got to do this. Because that's where I was. So I went through a couple of weeks of having to understand this new energy. And it's like, well, now what do I do? Okay, I'll just do my practitioner trainings, you know, and my own show. And then I'll do this. It's like, wait a minute, I'm still doing everything. But in a different energy. So what is it you want to do? And do it for you. Do it for the love of the planet. Do it for the love of your life. Do it for creating and do it for joy. Not because it's something you have to do. Do it because it's something you want to do. That's all we have to do. Is do what we want to do what brings us joy. Is it go, you know, take care of others? Good, go do that. But whatever you're doing and wherever you're putting your energy, make sure you're enjoying it. Even if you clean bathrooms for a living, enjoy it. Thank God you get to do that. Thank God there's somebody that does that. I mean, could you imagine a world without somebody that cleans the toilets? It would be a mess. So honor and respect whatever it is you do. You know what I mean? I mean, think about that. Whatever it is. So somebody's asking, first book, Spalding, Life and Teachings of the Masters from the Far East. And it comes in 6 books. And I think it's out of print. Or no, actually, this one I bought was covered. The last set I bought wasn't. I've bought these books a few times. I don't know if I've completely ever gone through all of them. But they're really amazing. And it's easy just to open and read a couple pages You remember how you start remembering how magical you are. And then somebody's showing a book. What is that? Is that the same book in a different format? I can't read it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good book, huh? Yeah. And then John Lilly, Sitter of the Cyclone. John Lilly's work is really interesting. Looking into Inner Space. This is a really good book. You guys, thank you for joining me. Remember to sign up on the website so you can get invited to the Zoom to join in live. We have practitioner training coming up February 4th and 5th if you want to learn to and receive activations and seals in order to help other people. The training's coming up online, and it will be live. And when you sign up, you will get the replays of last time so you can start training right away. And then we have intuitive abilities coming up on January 18th. And this is Alchemy 4th through 11th. And Starseed, Stargate, just check it out. Absolutely amazing. And then we have Brain and Balance in February. And it's going to go a lot deeper in that. And then I've got another one I've got to do is on the vagus nerve. And we're going to be doing a lot of brain stuff in that. It's going to be a health webinar. So I'll get that set up soon for you guys. I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for spending your time to come here and connect with me. It feels absolutely incredible and amazing. And I'm so thankful you're all here. I will be here next week. I have a guest, I think. If not, I still have lots to talk about. What's going on next week? Let's find out. Sorry, I should have my calendar up. The Power of Love. Jason, Michael, and Heather Grace. So they will be my guests next week, and they're absolutely amazing. So make sure you come on Zoom and you're live and you'll be able to ask questions. Thank you guys. Bye.